I have been anticipating these releases for so long, and they're finally here. And it's the two Chanel Exclusive dupes from Julianna's Perfumes. They made Chanel Beige and Chanel Coromandel, which happen to be two of my favorites from that entire collection. I also really love Chanel Boy and 1957, so fingers crossed that those are coming up. But I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts. I have them here, I've tested them out, plus a couple other amazing new releases from them. So I'm going to give you the scoop on what the new releases from Julianna's Perfume smell like, and I'll also let you know how close these Chanel Exclusive dupes are. I was super excited to try them because, to my knowledge, I haven't seen any Chanel Exclusive dupes other than from like fragrance oil brands. So there are the fragrance oils, but for those of us who like to be able to spray a fragrance, there really wasn't that much out there. So it's like you either buy the original or you kind of don't get to experience it, which is totally understandable. But now we have these two available. So I'm going to start with the first one. And if you guys aren't familiar with Julianna's Perfumes, this is the packaging. This is how they all come. So you get this beautiful bottle and then two additional little samples that they give you. And they give you a sample of the fragrance right behind like the actual bottle. So I have my little sample right here, and so you get to try it before you have to like break into the actual bottle. So this is At Last, and this is a dupe of Chanel Coromandel. And I have tried Chanel Coromandel in the boutiques, and I remember it quite well. And this one I haven't worn on the skin yet because it has been really hot, and this is, for me, more of a cooler weather scent, but I will give it a spray, and I'll tell you guys how it smells. It is a really rich, warm, woody patchouli with that gourmand sweetness from the white chocolate and the benzoin. The benzoin really smells like vanilla, so to me, I just say vanilla. There's also like orangey facets. Like this would be, I think, a perfect fragrance for around like Christmas time. It is so comforting. It's so elegant and sophisticated and beautiful. I love this. And if you haven't had a chance to try Coromandel in the boutiques, this is an excellent way to experience a fragrance before knowing whether you want to commit to a full bottle of the original if you so choose. So this one is super duper accurate. Now let's go into Beige, which is the one that I have not stopped wearing since I got it. So here is my Chanel Beige, aka Simply Gorgeous. And this one I have worn through my little sample basically, and I have already started working on the bottle itself. I have this OCD thing where I need to go through a little sample before I can break into the actual bottle. But this one, like, I had no idea before I tried the actual Beige that Chanel can actually do a fruity floral. Like, this is basically a fruity floral Chanel style. This is a really like refreshing, beautiful honeyed floral. It's all about like the frangipani and really the honey. And it really reminds me of like a fresh summer's day and like kids blowing bubbles. You know those like bubbles that you blow and they're just these massive things? It reminds me of those bubbles. I don't know why, but that is the imagery that comes to mind, like being somewhere on a beach and then seeing those massive bubbles. It's so refreshing and breezy, and it is spot on. And this one I've worn so much, and I can tell you like the performance is all day. So I put it on in the morning, like around 7 or 8 a.m., and I can still smell it at the same time in the evening. Like 12 hours, no problem. So this is like really, really great value, and that's Simply Gorgeous. So I really hope that they come out with more Chanel Exclusive dupes because, you know, sometimes those fragrances are not in the budget, and before I can get my hands on the original bottle, I can at least enjoy it in dupe form. And this is like, they don't have any weird synthetic nose, they don't have any underlying kind of like weird molecule-y vibe at all. I really am just blown away at how accurate they are. The caps are a little squeaky. They've also come out with a couple other highly anticipated releases, and one of them is a dupe of course, Delina Exclusive, and their version is called Inner Beauty Exclusive, and I've done a side-by-side comparison of the original to this, and again, it is spot on. Like, it is some sort of sorcery that they can get it so insanely accurate. So I have my original here, and I'm just gonna give them both a spray. So we have our original Delina Exclusive, we have our Inner Beauty Exclusive. you still get that beautiful incense and the oud along with the rose and the lychee. This is really, really smooth. And again, it lasts all day. This one I find it like is a touch woodier, but in a beautiful, beautiful way. They are like basically 99% identical. Like if I have to be really picky, then the original Delina Exclusive has more of this like tart rosy vibe, and the Inner Beauty Exclusive has more of this like creamy woodiness, which I love. I love it. And yeah, performance again, all day, like 12 hours easy on my skin, and very, very close to the original. I will say I do prefer Delina Exclusive over the original Delina. So they have the original Delina dupe, which is extremely accurate. Like I would say even more accurate than the Delina Exclusive dupe, but I prefer the scent of the Delina Exclusive dupe. I just like that added oud in there, and it's just a little bit sweeter and smoother and woodier. And for me, the Delina Exclusive is my preferred Delina. Now, moving on to our last one. I know a lot of people are super excited about this, and this is a dupe of Oud Orange Intense, and their version is called Oud Orange Imperial. So we're looking for fruity notes, coconutty, vanilla, like not very much oud. I actually have not tried the original of this, but those are the note breakdowns that the interwebs gives us. And this one, I've almost worn out the sample. I've worn more than half of the sample. I really love this one too. It is like a summery, oudy, coconutty fragrance. Well, honestly, hardly any oud that I can pick up. I wouldn't say this is an oud-centric fragrance. So for people that are hesitant about oud, I wouldn't worry about this at all. Okay, I know there's no orange note in here, but in those fruity notes, there must be something that is actually like a candied orange peel scent, because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like a candied orange peel scent with a very smooth powdery vanilla, and on my skin it does develop quite powdery. So on the paper it smells different. I've worn it on the skin and it does go completely a different direction than on paper, and it goes like almost like a dry baby powdery scent with this like coconut and this orange peel scent. It's very, very interesting. And just like ever so slightly a tiny little like sprinkle of oud. Just a sprinkle, like you almost can hardly even smell it. And it's all very, very smooth. I think that the dominant fruits in here are like warm citrus fruits. Not like a fresh zingy citrus, but almost like a marmalade. Like it really kind of smells like a marmalade, like candied citrus rind with this coconut and vanilla, but it does go quite powdery on the skin. So I have not compared it to the original. I have never actually smelled the original Oud Orange Intense, so I can't speak to the accuracy, but I do actually really enjoy the scent, and it's been beautiful in the warm weather. And it does last quite a bit, but it doesn't last quite as long as the other fragrances here. So this one I get about 8 hours, whereas the other ones I can get close to 12. So this one is the least performing on my skin, but it is a really beautiful scent. And I do like this sort of like sweet powdery vanilla scent. It's really beautiful. So those are all of the new releases, and I'll let you know which ones my favorite ones are, because as I always like to do, I like to rank things. So we're gonna rank. So my favorite of these new releases is of course their Chanel Beige dupe, which is simply gorgeous. So that is my #1 favorite. And it comes as no surprise that my second favorite, at least on paper, is the Coromandel dupe At Last. So those are my top 2s. Then we have the Oud Orange Intense. I actually love it. I love it. I've worn it a bunch of times. And then the Delina Exclusive dupe is last. It's my last favorite. It's the one I've reached for the least, honestly. So I have to say it is my least favorite, but a great interpretation of the scent. I just am not a huge like Delina head, so I have to be honest and true to myself, but it is very accurate as a dupe. But yeah, my favorites are the 2 Chanels, and then surprisingly the Oud Orange Imperial, which is the dupe of Oud Orange Intense. That one took me by surprise. I didn't expect it to be as amazing as it is. Definitely check out Julianna's perfumes, you can use my promo code. It is thescented20 and it'll get you 20% off your order. You guys can actually vote on what fragrances you want them to dupe next. So they have like a little like voting poll on their website and you can go and make your selection. Fingers crossed that more Chanel exclusive dupes are coming out, or at least maybe some more from the Dior Privé collection. So here's hoping. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you guys haven't already. We do lots of fun fragrance things on this channel. Become a friend of the show, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for all new videos coming out. And that is it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.